Hello, welcome back to Skyward Sword. Last time we went through a few of the cutscenes. We gotta go and rescue my loftwing now. Looks like we've been playing for 36 minutes, which, last episode was a bit longer than I thought it was, but okay. The adventure continues where I last saved, which is right here. So I need to go and rescue my loftwing. Sorry, that was terrible. Right, so they're gonna delay the big ceremony so I can find my bird. Let's try and see what we can do. But first, I would like to do something really cool. Oh, I can't go in there yet. I have to do something else first before I can get my... You'll see it later. Right, so back here, I think supposed to talk to some people about where my thingy might be. Alright, so I have to go to the plaza, which is further along Skyloft. We're going to talk to people. I'm such a hero. Let's go and collect some secondary data. You grass. Okay, that kid is rolling around. You can roll into trees and things will often come out. There's this weird kid who likes bugs a lot. Rupee! If you haven't played Zelda before, rupees are the currency of the game. Also the currency of India. Alright. So, yes, you can just roll through anything. Pretty cool. Those fruits will give you some more health, but seeing as I haven't lost any health, there's not much point picking them up. And look, there's some guys hanging out here. Here we meet the villain of the first part of the game. Of course it was. He thought a big crimson loftwing hotel was gonna do down without a fight. We got it, but I don't care how tough those birds are supposed to be. He's not getting out of that pit anytime soon, boys. That guy reminds me of Mr. Douchebag. Oh, Steve, so yeah, just hold on if we're standing there. I forget about his stupid voice act. This guy is really weird. Owned. Okay, that's perfectly normal, isn't it? Yeah, that guy's kind of weird. Taking off. Well, those guys are anyway. I'm taking off later. No, you don't say. Oh. See if I can go to the place now. Now you're just rubbing it in. For God's sake. I just want to be able to fly. Okay. So we're going to go and find out stuff. Oh right, I'm still learning my way around the place. Yeah, got all of these, you can get more health from them. Don't need it though. Might need stamina. Maybe just walk for a bit. Still jogging, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the stamina's there, so you can't just run through everything, you can't just keep doing tiring out attacks. Right, here's Pippet. Bruce, the idiot, has done some stupid thing again. I'm gonna find out what. A waterfall, right. There we are. The X on the map. X marks the spot. And there's a spot there. Yeah, you have to calibrate the Wii Motion Plus after if it goes a bit weird. There. Right. Okay, so the map. Okay, now we can go into the sparring hall. It's time for something really cool to get an awesome thing. I think you can guess what we're getting here. Yes, you know what it is. Ah, come on, into the door. And our first treasure box. They look a bit different in this game. This is what they just open it. It's the sword. You got a diamond sword, practice sword. So any time to look at the items you're carrying. So now you can see in the items I've got my diamond sword, practice sword. Right. So I can really turn the Wiimote. I just need to turn up the volume on the Wiimote a bit. That would be quite cool. If I swing the Wiimote, I can swing my sword, and the sword moves with the Wiimote, with the Wii Motion Plus. You can hold it up and just drag that, or you can swing both with a spin strike, or you can spin free or spin attack. And if you do it well, like you can do a jump attack. Let's go and do some stuff. Of course, I'm not allowed to leave with the practice sword. Right, so I've got to practice on these logs. If you hold down Z, you can strafe around the enemies and all the logs or whatever. So for this one, you have to get a sideways chop. Depending on which angle you slice enemies, that's going to make a difference to if you defeat them or not. And this one, you've got to thrust it. This one, get through these. This one, you've got to cut it up like that. Spin attack, as I showed you before. Right, let's do this. So I'm surrounded by them. Let's go. Like a boss. Ah, fatal blow. This is a new thing in Skyward Sword, I believe. So it's a bit of technique. Scroll it so you can kill this thing. If you're doing it on enemies, like when you knock them over, you can quickly finish them off. Of course, they don't have a shield yet. No, yeah, you'll have to. There's quite a lot of strategy to the fights in this game because you have to slash them with your sword at the right angle when they're not blocking and stuff. It's not just slash them to bits. You have to wait for them to stop blocking you and all that. Aha! I has found hidden discovery. These guys will give you hints. I don't think I'll be needing hints since I've already completed this game. So he's basically gonna give me hint videos which I can watch and help me get through the storyline, which I've already completed, so I don't think I'll be using that guy. But of course, if you're stuck, then you want to speak to him, get some more information about where you need to go next and such. You better save. So I've got to find my loftwing by going to the waterfall cave. You can find more rupees in the grass. The green ones are worth 1 rupee. Oh, and I just killed the butterfly too. You don't have a use for these insects until later in the game. For now, the insects are just flying around, not doing a lot, but if you can get them later, they'll be quite helpful for collecting to increase your potions and stuff. You'll see about that later. Right, we're going to go across the water now. You can go under the water later. You don't need a certain item for that. That'll come on in a later episode. We're just going to swim over here, just showing you how you can swim. You can't slash while in the water, obviously, but that doesn't really matter because you're not really doing much fighting in the water. And there's this statue. This statue is missing its eye. I think we'll find a bit more about that later. Things like that, you'll... Ooh, scary. Oh, there he is. Right, this isn't as difficult as it looks. There, all there is to it. Just chop it down, it's just wood. Alright, we're going through this isn't a dungeon, this is just a... Okay, but we'll find our first enemies. Ah, the keys. Ah, I remember the keys from the Ocarina of Time 3D. Right. And there's the new enemies. Well, they're not new actually. You have to break free when these guys attack you. Can't remember what they're called, but kind of annoying. And there's more keys. So we're slaying lots of enemies. Keys and whatever, I think they're called choo-choos. They're not going to be very hard to defeat. You just slash them up. You have to use the sprint to get up these things. Right, it's time to swing my sword. I can swing my sword, my diamond sword. Yeah. You can't thrust these guys, you have to chop them. Okay. Oh! That's the problem with automatic jumping. And here we've got a little treasure chest. It's a midget treasure box. 20 rupees. Oh, I kind of want to spend it in one place, thank you very much. More hearts, more rupees. If we can lock onto the key so we can defeat it a lot easier. And these blobs too, we'll be able to get rid of them. Just by chopping them up as fast as you can. Even with the practice sword you can kill these blobs in one hit. The keys take 2 hits, but once you get the next sword they'll be a bit easier to defeat. Not much strategy. Ah, the thing looks like it's got a crawl space. There we are. Yes, right. Here you're going to the crawl spaces to find hidden items. You know, it rolls things through them. It's interesting. Right, we've got through to the end of the cave. It's a very small passageway, but we've got to fight some enemies, which is quite cool. Right, so we've got here. Oh, and of course we got Zelda appearing on the scene. Funnily enough, she knew exactly where I was. Okay. Alright, we've got to get down here. And here he is. There. It's Ho-Oh. We've got to rescue him. It's like throwing these barrels at him isn't going to work. He's got to use this sword. He's got to cut these... barrel. Right, let's do this. Pretty simple procedure, just cutting it. I seem to be incapable of doing even this. Simple procedure, yeah. Take the ropes out. Finish it. Yay! Ho-Oh is freed. Now I am happy. Yay, rescued Ho-Oh. think he gets to do some flying now. Well, he's certainly getting to do some flying at any rate. Let's hop on board the Skyloft Express. Ooh. Or maybe he'll just be a bitch. You never know with birds. Very temperamental, it seems. Especially Ho-Oh. No, I didn't say you could jump as well. I think it's time to free fall. You can do a nosedive, or you can just float around, but I've got to call my loftwing. You jump off the edge of the skyloft, you'll find yourself free falling. You can call your bird, start flying and stuff. Okay, so you can tilt to control the bird, and swing the remote to flap. Yes, that's what I just said. See, so doing a nosedive, we get some more speed. Alternatively, you can flap. Yeah, the attack. So you can press A to charge and B to slow down and just fall, but I like just you can charge this sort of attack, you can then have to do it later, improve it and stuff. That only happens once later in the game. Oops. So we go, we've been flying. I think we'll leave it at that for our episode for today, or for this time. I think we'll leave it at that. Oh dear, it's gone a bit weird, the lighting. That says, are you sure you want to quit? Yes, I'm sure I want to quit. Thank you for watching this episode. That was episode 2. Next episode, we're going to do the wing ceremony. I've got my sword. Yeah. My life is complete. I'll see you next time on Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.